Hi peeps, we are back. We are talking The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 12, Episode 24, The Reunion Part 3. Thank God this is the season finale. I can't take any more of this. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. So before we get into it, I wanted to show you this video of an interview with Kathy Hilton 6 days ago.
I mean, where does your relationship stand with Kyle?
We will see. I just guess that I would have liked some support since a little more support earlier, because everybody knows that this was, I know, and I had people from the show telling me that this was a setup the whole time by these two girls. And you know what? If people are really worried about me, why wouldn't they call Kyle, my husband, production, when Lisa said that I had a break? But she decides to call the media, the press, her little go-to people, and Erika. Why is she calling Erika in the middle of me scaring her so much?
So, so your relationship, when was the last time you guys talked?
I said hello at the BravoCon. Those two are desperate for a storyline, and they want to just, they'll throw anybody under the bus. And I said a few weeks ago, you watch, they're all going to start turning on each other. And that started happening yesterday.
What about Lisa Rinna? Have you spoken to her privately? Have you guys made up?
No. No. I said hello, she said hello, and that's it.
And also, there's rumors. Do you plan on leaving the show? Where do you stand on that?
I had said that I would only be willing to come back if the cast, if it was completely the same. Absolutely not, because I feel there are two bullies that intimidate a lot of the other girls. A couple speak up, but most of them, they're not being their authentic self. When they're pushed up to the wall and they're afraid of what those two bullies, because they're capable of anything.
And by those two bullies, you're referring to Erika and
Lisa.
Okay, listen, she did not mince any words. She was very clear and very vocal that she believes that Erika and Rinna planned this out. And I also agree with her. Of course, I have to say allegedly because I don't know these people and I wasn't there. But I do believe that they would do anything for the paycheck, anything for the drama and the camera time. I think that they absolutely planned this out because they wanted to get rid of Kathy. I think they tried to get rid of Sutton. They tried to get rid of Garcelle and it didn't work out. So they said the next target will be Kathy, and it did not work. She did say that she has let Bravo know that she refuses to come back if Erika and Lisa are still there. Now, here are my predictions. I predict that Diana is not coming back. I predict that Lisa is going to be either fired or put on pause. Personally, I'm not sure why Lisa wasn't put on pause before this, because Andy and the rest of the Bravo people had no problems throwing Dorinda on pause. Now, did Dorinda deserve to be on pause? Absolutely, 100% hell yes. And you know what? I love Dorinda. I really do. But no, ma'am, she needed to be put on pause. And I'm glad that she was. Rinna has done 10 times worse than Dorinda has ever done. And I do not know why she was not put on pause before Dorinda. So I do think that next season, everyone will be back except for Diana and Lisa. However, we'll see what happens. Also, I do want to say that after last week's episode, the way Andy handled the Garcelle's book in the trash situation by laughing it off and moving on to the recycling after constant fans bombarding him regarding his tacky behavior, he did issue an apology to Garcelle on his radio show. Now, after watching this part of the reunion, I would say that he owes Garcelle yet another apology. He went straight from the Jack situation into Erika and her earrings, or Erika and something. The point is, neither one of these ladies said to Garcelle that they sincerely apologized. Andy did not hold anyone's feet to the fire, and he just brushed right over Garcelle's feelings and over the situation with Jax. I would also like to say that at the very end of the episode, Andy was coddling and holding Kyle while she cried. And he didn't do any of that for Garcelle when she was crying for everything that her and her son have been through this season. Andy needs to stop hosting the reunions. You can keep Watch What Happens Live, even though the ratings are in the damn trash, but you should not be able to host these reunions. I think the reunions need to be hosted by someone who is non-biased, who has watched all the episodes, and someone who is going to hold their feet to the fire. Someone who is going to ask the questions the fans want answers to, and not allow them to tap dance their way out of the answers. Andy, boy, you gotta go. I'm just saying. Now listen, there was some talk with Erika at the beginning of the episode about her sex life. You know, she says she's got about a team of men because you got to rotate them in and out. And she's so excited that somebody can keep it hard for the full time. I think that was unnecessary and absolutely gross. You chose to marry Tom knowing that he was 50 years older than you, or however many years older than he was. The point is, you knew that you were a cocktail waitress and this man had some cash. So you married him. You deal with the consequences of being married to an old ass man. I'm just saying, this is ridiculous, nasty ass. I don't want to hear it.
Why him out of everybody in the party?
Jax was not singled out. It could have been anybody.
Dorit, you didn't even say anything to her.
Actually.
Kyle, you and Dorit laughed about it. It was unsettling to watch.
But I don't see what would be funny about it at all.
I don't
what
either.
What would be funny about it at all?
That's my bad.
Had I done that to you, it would have been a totally different story,
no.
and you know it.
I felt like someone stabbed me in the stomach. I swear to you, I felt so sick.
So did you have an out-of-body experience?
No.
Like, what happened?
I told Erika that night, like, what the are you doing?
Can you still sit there and say there may be no victims?
No, there's none of mine.
But it's the delivery. When you say I don't give a about anyone but myself.
Okay, Dorit, so the plane is going down.
You're out of control.
No, I was not out of control. I was angry. I cannot get attacked in this group continuously over.
I wasn't trying to attack you. I was actually
I have showed empathy, but I am so attacked
It's not landing.
every day.
Well, that means you're in court trying to get them back.
We're on appeal for legal reasons.
How many of you would keep the earrings?
I wouldn't.
I would not.
You would not, Dorit.
No.
Garcelle is 100% correct when she says if this had been Kyle's child or any of these other ladies, they would have read her for filth. They would have harassed her all season long about using foul language to one of their children. It's totally different when it's Garcelle's child. And you know what? The thing that I was really pissed off about is no one really said anything about Mo and PK. It was brought up in passing, but Mo said he was happy that Erika told Garcelle's son to F off. What? It was so disrespectful to Jax and Garcelle, but it was also disrespectful to the rest of the viewing audience, especially to people of color. What the hell? It seems to me that on this show, only certain children are protected. And I'm just saying it. You can like it or hate it. I'm just saying. That's how I feel. Reek made that stupid comment that she felt like somebody had stabbed her in the stomach when she heard Erika speak to Jax that way. Girl, you are a damn lie. If you were sick to your stomach in the moment, why did you laugh later? Instead of saying, Kyle and Mauricio, that's not okay. That's not funny. Instead, the four of you just sat there cracking up like it was absolutely hilarious that a grown-ass, drunk 50-some-year-old woman harassed and verbally assaulted a child who is 14 years old. That was disgusting. And Kyle talking about being a mother is the first priority for her. And Garcelle was right when she said, yeah, to your children. It's clearly not a first priority when it comes to other people's children. By other people, I mean Garcelle's child. Most moms would not laugh about something like that. Most moms would stand up and say, "What? I know you didn't just say that to this kid. Girl, you better get the hell up right now. I don't care if your drunk ass can walk or not. Get out there to those people's car and apologize to this child right now." Nobody else would sit back and say, "Oh, he was just getting the flowers for his mama." No, there's more that needs to be said. They went around last week and said they don't think that anybody in this cast is racist. I'm going to tell you, Garcelle and her son, they experienced a hell of a lot of racism for a cast that's not racist all season. That's just my opinion. So they talked to Erika about her lawsuits. And of course, there was one lawsuit that she actually won. But the thing is, there's about 6 or 7 other lawsuits. You have not been completely cleared. And even if you were completely cleared of every last one of these lawsuits, we don't give a damn because your attitude sucks. Your attitude towards these victims and your lack of compassion and empathy, that is a problem. You can be in 42,000 lawsuits and still say, "My heart goes out to the victims." Show some kind of sympathy, empathy for these people. Just a drop of compassion. You know what? She tried to cry a little bit and everything. Girl, please. You are crying for yourself. You are crying because you lost your damn earrings that are on appeal for legal reasons. You are crying because you're not in that big house. You are crying because you're not whipping around in that expensive car. You're not getting your face beat like you used to. You don't have that full closet of all those shoes and earrings and purses and diamonds and all that stuff that was ill-gotten gains. I mean, get the hell out of here, girl. You're crying for yourself. And then she used an analogy about a plane crash. I don't think that was appropriate. You know, a lot of these people's families passed away from a plane crash. She could have came up with something else. I'm serious. Girl, get the hell on. You know what? Erika also said something that ticked me off. She made a comment twice that she can't keep being attacked. She can't keep letting this group pummel her and attack her for 2 years. They've been doing that. Really? Because I could have sworn for the last couple of years you have been pummeling Sutton. So you can't take it if the group holds you accountable for your actions and for your incapacity to show sympathy or empathy. But Sutton should be able to be treated like dirt for 2 seasons straight. Girl, go on some damn where. You know what? I remember when Erika first joined the show, I loved her. And I also remember her 2nd or 3rd season, everybody was on her back, calling her Ice Queen. And I said, well, maybe she just doesn't know how to be a girl's girl. Give her a break. You know, I wanted to give Erika the benefit of the doubt. But no, she really is an Ice Queen, and she's selfish, in my opinion. When the rest of the girls said that no, they would not hold on to those earrings, she looked like she was pissed off. But the thing about it is, even if you truly in your heart believe you deserve to keep those earrings, you know about these people who are struggling to get medication. They're struggling to pay for their surgeries. They're struggling just to put food on the table. Why can't you just let them keep the damn earrings? You have so much more. Let the people have the damn earrings. Then we find out that Kathy says that she has been paying for Paris to have a Barbie birthday party every year until she turned 35. I thought that was hilarious because when I was a kid, for 7 years in a row, I was Wonder Woman for every Halloween. And for 3 birthdays in a row, I had a Wonder Woman birthday party. I don't know. I was obsessed. You know what? I really thought I was going to grow up and I was going to be Wonder Woman. I was going to clank those bracelets together and save the planet. I'm just saying. I mean, I understand. When you love something, you just love it. But the best part about it is when your mom is down with it. You know what I mean? My mom was the best. She still is. Kathy comes in and Kyle the victim arrives. She turned this into the Kyle show. It's all about me. I am the victim. Anyway, when Kathy walks in. She's all smiles. All the housewives who matter are saying hi and smiling at Kathy. Not Lisa Rinna, not Erika. They are sour puss. They looked ridiculous. Then she made a comment about how she thought she was texting her husband on Instagram. She posted a comment, then she realized that it was public, so she deleted it 20 minutes later the same way Lisa Rinna does post and delete. And I laughed so hard because Crystal put her head down to laugh. She didn't want to laugh out loud and in front of everybody, but that is exactly what Lisa does. She will post all this garbage and then 20 minutes later she'll try to delete it, knowing that everybody has already seen it and screenshotted. Lisa Rinna is so childish at that big age of hers. My thing is this. When this whole thing happened and everything was supposedly went down in the Sprinter van has a driver. Why hasn't anyone interviewed the Sprinter van driver? You would think if Bravo really wanted to try to settle some of this, they would have contacted the Sprinter van driver. Lisa would have contacted the Sprinter van driver to say, can you be my witness as to how Kathy allegedly was acting and the things she was saying in this Sprinter van. So they talked about the tequila a little bit. And, you know, the fans wanted to know, why is it that we can see Lisa's lips and her wine, Erika's hair and that singing, Dorit's charity functions and her Beverly Beach, her bridal wear. You can see all of Kyle's open and closed boutiques, Sutton's boutique, and all that juice Diana's trying to sell. She had an entire Christmas party with her toddler boyfriend singing at the piano with Erika's drunk ass in the back acting a fool just so she could show off her energy drink or her sports drink, even made cocktails out of it. But Kathy can have 5-10 minutes to show off her daughter's tequila. I think that's tacky. It's disgusting. Kathy cleared it up. She said one of the reasons she was so upset at the Kemosabe, which I hope I'm saying that right, Kemosabe, she was upset because she saw her tequila on the bar and she automatically assumed that Kyle was having a special tequila tasting just for her because the rest of the ladies hadn't tried it yet. And she thought Kyle was doing something nice for her. However, it turns out that's not how, that's not what happened. So she got a little upset about it. She was a little bitter about it, which is not Kyle's fault that she jumped to those conclusions. But she was a little wishy-washy when Andy asked her, were you mad at Lisa for ordering Kendall Jenner's tequila, the 818, which let me just tell you, Kendall Jenner is getting all kinds of advertisement on this season. I mean, I know the name of Kendall's tequila. I have no idea what the name of Kathy's tequila is. Not a damn clue. I just know it's Kathy's tequila. When Andy asked her, are you mad at Lisa for ordering the 818? She danced around it a little bit. She tried to say that not really. She was just a little upset. I said, no, Kathy, just come right out and say it. Hell yeah, I'm upset. I done sat through all of her mess. You know how much of this woman's lip gloss and all these other women's charity events, homeless but not toothless. I have done all this crap and you can't take a shot of my tequila? Hell yeah, I'm pissed. That's what I would have said. Speaking of homeless and not toothless, word on the street is that Kim Zolciak, Beardman from the Atlanta Housewives, and don't be tardy for the party, is getting foreclosed on. I don't relish in anybody losing their home. So I am wishing her and her family the very best. That's a lot. I'm sure that they will bounce back. I'm hoping that they will. Another thing, Kathy says, I'm embarrassed. I overthought it. I was disappointed, but it's my own fault. And out of nowhere, here's Kyle. So it's my fault. Who the hell, girl? What? Could you let Kathy talk? You just be quiet, because you are not doing or saying anything that we want to hear. Just sit back with your Kleenex.
I said, Kathy, what's wrong? She says, the DJ's an old and walked off.
Nobody else heard that.
No, you said it to me directly.
Anyone that knows me
Kathy,
knows I don't
and
talk
anyone
like
that knows me knows I'm not lying. I have nothing to lie about.
Really?
Yeah, really.
I have a little more credibility than you. I get it. You're preaching to the choir. Do you remember those words?
I don't exactly.
Or everything's on social media.
Right.
I
That
understand
is
Well,
right.
that's right,
not-
Lisa. You're doing most of it.
I don't do most of it.
Yes, you
Garcelle.
do.
You wanted it on camera
You did it to
because
me.
your contract was coming up and you needed some drama. You fought and you drove
know
Lisa
what?
Vanderpump off the show.
I drove Lisa Vanderpump off the show. Okay.
You've had problems with everybody. And then saying that you've been bullied, you are the biggest bully.
Is that right?
Yeah, you are. You're mean.
Oh.
And you don't tell the truth.
Okay.
Wow. This is between you two, and you
Yes.
need to work it out.
If it is
You know what?
between the two
I
of
wish
them,
you
what
had
is
said
it?
that.
What I want to know is if it's between Kathy
And Kyle.
then leave it alone.
She attacked me in the house in Aspen.
Attacked you.
Well, she abused me. It was abusive. So,
But you've screamed and yelled
I'm
at
not saying
people.
that. I'm just saying.
The only one who it hurts here is me. I'm the one who gets for me.
So are you mad at Lisa
That's what I was
for
gonna say.
bringing
Why
this up on the
you
show?
mad at Lisa?
I'm not. I'm upset that I'm in this position because it came out, but I'm also hurt by my sister.
Because you're acting like a martyr, like it's just you.
She wants you to accept a little bit of responsibility in this, I think.
Can I
Not
talk to my
just
sister?
all.
I don't.
I thought we were.
I don't want you to interject in this right now. Yeah. So
You never said 2 words.
me.
I don't want to talk about.
I mean, I understand that Kathy had a fit. Okay, you know, she went and asked the manager if she could give him some money to put in some request with the DJ. The manager told her to go back to LA. You know, he wasn't feeling it, and I'm sure he didn't know that that was Kathy Hilton. And I'm also wondering if after all of this, if Kathy contacted the owner of that club, is that manager still working there? I just would like to know. But she had a fit. She was upset. I think she said some things that she regrets. She did mention that she trusted Lisa. There was no cameras there, and she thought that she could have this conversation with Lisa. Clearly, she could not. I don't blame her for being upset. Soon as she got to Aspen, she was mocked about her outfit and her shoes. Kyle put her in the basement bunk bed room, and that was all set up and manipulated by Erika and Lisa. Remember, they were snickering and laughing when Kathy got the bunk bed room. She was mocked when she asked for napkins and mustard or ketchup or something. And then she got treated like crap at this high acidity club. I mean, seriously, I would be quite pissed off as well. If Kim was there, there is no way that Lisa Rinna or Erika would get away with the way they talk and treat Kathy. Kim would stand up for her sister. Kyle makes the comment that Kathy was so upset, she ran over to her and told her, "We're effing out of here." And Kyle felt disrespected. Listen, if my sister comes and tells me that somebody said X, Y, and Z to her and she wants to get the F out of there, I would just go. You know what I mean? She's yelling, she's upset, she's hurt, but she's not mad and upset with me. She is just venting, and that's what people do when their feelings are hurt. All right, so you disrespected my sister. Let's get the Sprinter van. As she's getting her coat and they're calling for the Sprinter van, I'm going to talk to the manager because this is the place I like to go to. Remember, that's where she says, I always come here and they know me here. Okay, if they know you here, I would have went over there and said, Mr. Manager, who the hell do you think you are talking about sister? You know what? We don't play that shit. It would have went down, okay? But I would have left that club with my sister. And you best believe I would not be back. You are not about to do this to my sister. Not at any time when Lisa was goading Kathy, not on the show or on the reunion, did Kyle ever say, stop this shit. I've had it up to here with you, Rinna. Get off my sister. It's too damn much. You're doing too much. Not once. Andy asked her over and over and over again, Kyle, are you angry with Lisa? She was never, ever answered it. She never answered that question. She never said that she was pissed off with Lisa. But what she did say is that she was hurt by Kathy. Erika saying that Kathy said the F word is bullshit, in my opinion. Everybody knows that if Erika heard Kathy say that word, there is no way she would have held on to that for over a year. No way. Erika would have been throwing that out left and right. Did anybody catch when all the ladies said they didn't hear Kathy say that word? Erika said, oh, only I heard it. She said it directly to me. So if only Erika heard it, who told it to the press? I'm thinking it's Erika. That was planned. Erika talking about, I'm not lying. I have nothing to lie about. You know what? Kathy's come back. I have a little more credibility than you. I think she has a lot more credibility than you. Girl, go on. At some point, Lisa Rinna makes this comment that she was attacked. She was abused by Kathy, throwing a tantrum. Ma'am, weren't you the ladies that told Crystal that she wasn't allowed to use the word violated when Sutton walked in on her naked? She's not allowed to use the word dark. She's not allowed to use a lot of words. I mean, are you kidding me? Now, all of a sudden, you've been abused. And then when Andy said, Lisa, you've yelled at people all the time. She said, so? What the hell do you mean, so? Girl, fire her, Andy.
You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance.
Andy went over everything, supposedly, that Kathy said. And I mean, I think Kathy probably said a lot of stuff. But I don't think she said all of that stuff. I think Lisa put a lot of razzle-dazzle on it because she absolutely wanted to take Kathy down. Kyle not sticking up for her sister at the club, at her house when she invited Lisa over, and at this reunion shows no loyalty to her sister. You want Kathy and Kim to be loyal to you, but you're not loyal to them. You will allow them to be embarrassed on national TV and online, and you will not stand up for your sisters. First season, you called your sister an alcoholic. Like, you have drugged Kim quite a bit. And now you tried it with Kathy. Instead of Kyle acting like a victim and blaming Kathy, instead of blaming herself and Lisa and Erika, all she had to do from the start was just shut it down. Shut Erika and them down. Dorit tried to hold Kyle accountable, and Kyle totally tries to shut Dorit down. I don't want you interrupting in this conversation. Ma'am, where's that energy for Lisa and Erika? You have zero energy for Lisa and Erika. Last episode, part 2 of the reunion, you had mad energy for Crystal. Where the hell is this same energy for Lisa and Erika? Are you scared of them? I mean, Kathy said in her interview with TMZ that a lot of these girls are scared of Erika and Rinna, and I believe it. Either that or Erika and Rinna have something on Kyle, in my opinion. If Kyle ever accuses Crystal and Sutton of being dramatic and being a victim, they really do need to call her out. Call her out. Remind her of this behavior at this reunion. Throughout the entire interview, Kyle was saying, well, this is hurting me. I'm the only one that's hurt. No, you're not the only one that's hurt. Lisa and Erika have drugged the hell out of your sister all over the show, all over the internet. It's causing issues with her children. They're pissed off. You're not the only one that's been hurt. It's also causing issues for Kyle's children, but she can only see her part. She can't see that Kathy and everybody else in the family, they're hurting as well. And I appreciate her for telling Kyle, stop playing the martyr. And then she told Kyle, you haven't said 2 words. You didn't stick up for Kathy, not one bit. Kathy did lose a few points when she brought her phone out talking about she doesn't have any text to Lisa Rinna. Ma'am, you mentioned on the show that you had text her. You can't just delete text from your phone and think that they automatically delete from somebody else's. That's not how that works. There was a Bravo investigation into Erika's claims about Kathy using the F word. And, you know, there was investigations at the Real Housewives of New York when Ebony launched a complaint to HR about the N-word that Ramona was supposedly saying. And so HR did an investigation. So Bravo does work like a real job. They do have HR, they do have investigations. But what I thought was weird too, why didn't they launch some kind of investigation into which one of these housewives allegedly or possibly hired bots against Garcelle? I'm just saying. I appreciate Garcelle for calling Lisa out about releasing information to the press. Lisa drops so much information to the press, and that's another thing that was so crazy. Lisa Vanderpump's last season on the show, they kept saying that Lisa Vanderpump was the one selling stories to the tabloids. I bet that was Lisa Rinna the whole time. I also appreciate Garcelle for coming through with the, if this really is between these two, then why the hell are you still in it? You know, Lisa then says, from this moment on, I'm backing out of it. I'm out of it. Girl, please. The reunion was taped weeks and weeks ago, and you are still online harassing the hell out of Kathy. So you haven't dropped it. Even after all the BravoCon fans booed the hell out of your ass, you are still at it. At the end, you know, Kathy is done. And as you can see, she says since the reunion, she's only talked to Kyle at BravoCon. Kathy is not here for it. She really isn't. At the end, of course, Kyle is crying. She's having a fit. She doesn't even want to do the toast, you know, to the Belvedere Club soda, 3 lemons, carcass out. She wasn't here for it. I can't, you know, because it's all about her again. And who helps her after all of this? Dorit, the lady you were just real pissy with earlier. She was there helping Kyle the whole time. I am so glad this season is over. You guys, I cannot tell you how sick and tired I am of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I did recently see an interview with Lisa talking about maybe they should put their whole show on pause. So, in other words, she knows that she's about to be paused, and so now she wants the rest of the cast to have to pause as well. Girl, get the hell on. We are sick of you. We want Lisa Rinna on the unemployment line. I'm tired of her. Anyway, peeps, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.